Hello and welcome. I am the Board Game Fanatic. Thank you very much for dropping by for my first ever review video. Today we're going to be looking at one of my favourite simple games, Dungeon Mayhem, which you can see obviously there. Don't worry too much about the box in the background. This is an expansion. I'll cover that a bit later. So, Dungeon Mayhem is a fast, quick, simple and accessible game that I think most groups out there would enjoy and be able to grasp. It's very, very funny and is done in a nice tongue-in-cheek way. Dungeons and Dragons is obviously the setting for the game, but don't let that fool you. You don't need to know anything at all about the Dungeons and Dragons universe to play this game. This is a mainstream, accessible game. In it, you will be taking control of one of the characters. In the base box, there are 4 characters. You will get a deck of cards related to the character, and every turn you're going to draw so many cards. You're going to start with 3, and every turn you'll draw another 1. This will be your hand. There is very little text in this game. Only a few cards have a text ability. The majority of them are dealt through icons in the top left. On this example, you can use the card to do 2 damage to an opponent. The card behind it, you can do a damage, and the lightning allows you to play another card after. The iconography is very, very simple. Everybody has 5 standard icons and 2 unique icons to their hero. The objective of the game is to do enough damage to bring your opponent from 10 life to 0. And you want to do that to all the opponents at the table. Once you have eliminated all the other players, you are declared the winner of the game. So why do I think you should play Dungeon Mayhem? Dungeon Mayhem is fast, furious, fun. The game is accessible and the rules are easy to understand. You can play a game probably in the region of 10 to 15 minutes, depending how experienced the players are. Your hands and actions are simple to follow, easy to execute. It leaves no ambiguity, so your turns are quick as you attack, wound, and eliminate each other from the game. The biggest thing is fun. Now, obviously, with the groups I have played with, I've never had any issues whatsoever. Everybody at the table has thoroughly enjoyed it. You've got to accept that you may well die in this game. You may well get eliminated very easily sometimes, maybe even before your first ever go. As long as you can have a laugh while you're playing a game, then this game is up your street. The heroes are all unique. Each of their decks has specific cards that are unique to each of their decks. As I said, they have 2 special cards, or in this case 3, unique to that hero with special abilities. But all of their standard cards, they're obviously unique. They have their own names, their own art, their own style, and some decks favour drawing large hands of cards, some favour doing loads of damage, some favour chaining cards together with lightnings. Each deck is different, so learning how to play the deck is something that's going to take a few plays, but it is a rewarding learning curve. So some of the quick negatives that you might get with the game. You are limited. There is only 4 characters in the base box. This box in the background, which I mentioned earlier, this is an expansion that adds, I believe, 6 additional characters. There is another expansion which I've played at my family's house, which adds another 3 characters. So if you combine all 3, you would have, well, probably in the region of 12, 13 characters. So it's ideal for party settings. You can have large player counts if you expand beyond the base box. But if you're sticking to the base, you're obviously restricted to 4 players maximum. The game does reward thinking and planning, especially if you're playing against more than one opponent. You might need to plan which card you're going to play to deal with this player at the table while you're dealing with this player over here. So a bit of strategy is there, but not enough that I think it's going to put most people off. You can literally just slam the cards down and hope for the best. Now, the good aspects of the game. So, all the different icons are super easy to understand. With this crib card, you have everything explained on one card, which shows how easy this game is to understand. There isn't any more icons. All the icons unique to your character are on this crib card. The game is funny. It can lead to some great table banter and arguments. You can carry grudges over from one game to the next and be like, you killed me last game, I'm going to get you this game. You can, with the right people, you can just have a great laugh. And the theme is very light-hearted as well, as you can see by the animating, the art style. It's very kiddie-ish, it's very light-hearted, and it's just nice to look at. They've done a great job with the visual and graphics of this game. It just looks visually nice. Overall, because of the simplicity of the rules, the nice art, the nice style, the quick gameplay, the easy to grasp gameplay, all of it comes together into one bundle to make an absolutely fantastic game that I think most groups out there would enjoy given the chance to try it. And it is one I definitely recommend most gamers, whether new or old, give it a try. Now, onto the characters. As I said before, all the characters are unique. Each one plays differently, each one has its own unique style and set of cards that are unique to them. Which means it's probably going to take you a couple of plays to really understand each character and their strengths and how they play, but overall it's not a complicated affair. A couple of games and you should really have mastered them. Now, they're not necessarily all equally balanced. Some might be a little bit better. The Owl character, for example, is one of my personal favourites in the expansion, and he is lethal, having the ability to do damage to everybody at the table at the same time. So not all of them are 100% balanced, but I can honestly say that I've still won with every character I've played. So for the most part, this isn't an unbalanced game. It really is just down to how you play and the timing of the cards as you play them. But each hero feels unique, has a different style. So ultimately, Dungeon Mayhem is a game that I wholeheartedly recommend, and it's one of the first that I plan to start doing some deep dives into, going into potentially all the different characters, discussing what I like about them, what I don't like about them. I really do think most people will enjoy this game. Obviously, the starting point will be this 4-player base set. From there, you can test the game out, see if it fits with your group, and if it does align with your group, fantastic. There's 2 expansions. Obviously, Monster Madness adds more characters than the other. So I think this game is going to appeal to pretty much most groups out there because of its simplicity, because of its ease of use with the iconography, and just because it's a fun game to play. So that brings us to the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you might check out Dungeon Mayhem because it is a fantastic title that I really enjoy, and I know it's going to bring a lot of laughs to a lot of people. As I said, I'll be doing some deep dives into the different decks within Dungeon Mayhem, so there'll be some more videos about this game coming soon. Overall, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.